welcome back to the Beach Bum Bookworm. I'm so glad to see you today. My name is Tiffany and my channel is all about cozy mysteries and romance books. And today I am continuing my spotlighting romances Cowboy edition. This is part 2 and I love me a good cowboy romance, so I'm really excited to talk about these. Some I've read, some were new to me and went directly on my TBR. I hope your TBR is growing. If you have other suggestions of cowboy romances, Western romances that I don't mention, please put them in the link below, in the comments below. Let me know which of these that you're interested in reading. Anything else that you want to talk about, the comments below is the place to do it. Don't forget to hit the subscription and the notification bell. That's going to tell you when I put out new videos each and every single week. All right, let's jump right into this spotlight cowboy romances. In 3, 2, 1, go! The first book is called Wild Cowboy Ways. This is by Carolyn Brown. It is the first book in the Lucky Penny Ranch series. The cover is right here. It says, Logan isn't the type to land a hot hunk of a cowboy. Truth is, she's given up on dating since shedding her no-good ex. But the new owner of the most ramshackle ranch in Texas might just change her mind about that. He's 6 foot plus of tall, dark, and charming. The kind of guy who could make a girl throw caution to the wind, or the kind of guy who could break her heart. Blake Dawson hopes he can make Lucky Penny Ranch finally live up to its name, but the property needs a ton of work. Allie and her carpentry skills are his best shot at getting things in order, besides the fact that her brown eyes and dangerous curves have him roped and tied. Now, Blake only needs to convince her that a wild cowboy can be tamed by love, and she's the one to do it. 4 books in that series. I have not read that, but I have definitely read books by Carolyn Brown, and I enjoy her writing. The next book is called Her Faded Cowboy. It is right here. This is the first book in the Harlan County Cowboy Romance series by Donna Michaels. It says, LA cop Jordan Masters Ryan has a problem. Her normal method of meeting a crisis head on and taking it down won't work. Not this time. Not when fate is her adversary. Having kept her from the man she thought she'd always marry, the same fickle fate took away the man she eventually did. Thrown back into the path of her first love, she finds hers is not the only heart fate has damaged. Widower and CEO Cole McCall fills his day with computer codes and his free time working the family's cattle ranch. Blaming himself for his wife's death, he's become hard and bitter. When his visiting former neighbor sets out to delete the firewall around his heart, he discovers there's no protection against the Jordan virus. Though she understands his pain and reawakens his soul, will it be enough for Cole to overcome his past and embrace their faded hearts? 11 books in this series. It sounds really cute. The next book is called Cowboy Heat. It is the first book in the Hell Yeah series by Sable Hunter. It is right here. It says Aaron McCoy has sworn off women. Well, except for sex. When Libby Fontaine arrives at Aaron's Tebow Ranch, she is determined to cram a lifetime of living into a few short months. The doctor has told her that she can't count on her remission from leukemia being a permanent one. Their attraction to one another is instantaneous and overwhelming. But when Aaron finds out that Libby is innocent, he backs off. He has nothing to offer a girl who deserves white lace and promises. Then, Aaron catches Libby pleasuring herself in his stock tank and hears her cry out his name. And the heat is on. 36 books in that series. 36 books. I know, it's incredible. The next one is called the Three River Ranch series and book. So the series is Three River Ranch. The book 1 is called Three River Ranch. It is right here. This is by Roxanne Snowpeck. It says, needing a fresh start from her two-timing fiance, Aurora McAllister answers a realtor's ad for a guest house on the beautiful, serene Three Rivers Ranch. She shows up at Three River, tired, heartbroken, and with no one but her trusty Labradoodle as a companion. Cowboy Carson Granger has enough trouble in his life without adding a woman and her dog into the mix. There's the untamed Mustang he's prepping to release into the wild, not to mention his father's crazy will, which stipulates that if Carson wants to fully inherit Three River, he'll need to find a bride. Carson wants nothing to do with love, and especially not a marriage of convenience. But he soon realizes Rory and everything she represents might just be exactly what he needs. 6 books in that series. I will be checking that out. The next one is by an author who writes a ton of books. It is Sandra Brown. It is the Texas Tyler Family Saga series. Book 1 is called Texas Lucky. It is right here. Lucky Tyler attracted trouble and women like a lightning rod. But the night he stepped in to rescue a mysterious redhead in a seedy bar, he got more than he bargained for. The lady excited him, challenged him, drove him wild with desire, then vanished without a trace. Lucky was desperate to find her, to brand her with his heat, and when the police were called to investigate a suspicious fire at Tyler drilling his family business, he needed her for an alibi. Ooh, things really took a turn there. Torn between anguish and ecstasy, Devin Haynes tried to refuse Lucky's pleas for help, but the reckless blue-eyed devil wouldn't take no for an answer from her. 3 books in that series. Holy moly. The next one is called Buck Wild. It is the first book in the Bennett Boys Ranch series by Lauren Landish. It's right here. It says, bull rider James Bennett lives for those 8 seconds of exhilaration. A rodeo cowboy in his prime, all he wants out of life is something to straddle. That's why James is feeling a little restless spending his summer off working his family's ranch. That is, until a spirited and gorgeous veterinarian in training shows up and puts the cocky wild boy and his ego in his place. Another one! I'm digging it. Though she's a feisty one, James is always up for a challenge. Sophie Stone has to admit it. James Bennett is a checklist of cowboy hotness. Ruggedly handsome with piercing blue eyes, a hard muscle body, and just enough swagger to make her toes curl. She thought she was done with her bad boy phase, but exceptions must be made. How can Sophie possibly say no to a man who makes her heart buck like a bronco? 3 books in that series. I will be reading that one as well. My TBR always goes during these spotlights. So moving forward, I'm going to only be giving you the information, but not reading you the synopsis of the books. I'm trying this different format to kind of condense some of the time on the videos. The next one is the Ryan Family series by Carolyn Brown again. The book is called Second Chance at Sunflower Ranch. It is right here. And it says that there are 2 books in that series. The next one is the Dakota Heart series by Lisa Mondello. The first book is called Her Dakota Man. It is right here. And there are 14 books in that series. The next one is called The Medicine Man. It is right here. This is the first book in the Men of the White Sandy series by Sarah M. Anderson. And there are 6 books in this series. And it says it was originally released under the title Mystic Cowboy. The next one is called The Rancher. It's right here. And this is the first book in the Gentries of Montana series by Hildy McQueen. There are 3 books in this series. Next one, Tempting the Cowboy, right here. This is the first book in the Paint River Ranch series by Elizabeth Otto. And there are 3 books in that series. The next one is the With Me series. It's called She's With Me. It's right here. There are 2 books in this series, and this is by Jessica Consolo. The next one is the Heart of Texas series, The Christmas Cowboy Hero, right here. This is by Donna Grant, and it is the first of 6 books. The next one is Lost Rider. It is right here. This is the first book in the Coming Home series by Harper Sloan, who I really enjoy as an author. I'm looking forward to reading this. I've read a couple other books by her. The next one is the Wind River series. The first book is called Wind River Wrangler. It is right here, and this is by Lindsay McKenna. There are 9 books in this series. The next series is also by Lindsay McKenna. It's a Silver Creek series called Silver Creek Fire. It is right here, and there are 3 books in the series. Next book is called One Tough Cowboy, right here. This is by Laura Lee. It is the first book in the Moving Violation series. There are 3 books currently in that series. The next book is called A True Cowboy Christmas. It is right here. This is the first book in the Cold River Ranch series by Caitlin Cruz. There are 4 books in this series. These all look so good. We have another Carolyn Brown series. The book is called Cowboy Bold. It is right here. This is the first book in the Longhorn Canyon series, and there are 7 books currently in that series. The next one is A Real Cowboy Never Says No. This is by Stephanie Rowe. It is the first book in the Wyoming Rebels series, and there are 9 books in that series. The next one I think looks really good. It is the first book in the Whiskey Road series. It's by Kelly Moore. It's called Coming Home. And there are 7 books currently in that series. The next one is The Best Cowboy Christmas Ever. It is right here. This is the first book in the Garrett Family Saga series by June Favor, and there are 4 books in that series. The next book and our last book is The Hometown Cowboy. It is right here. This is by Sarah Richardson. It is the first book in the Rocky Mountain series. It has 6 books in this series. I am really looking forward to checking that one out. I like the mountains. I just think it sounds like a really cool series. I hope you've enjoyed this. I have a new spotlight I'm going to be starting very soon. Let me know if there's any spotlights that you're dying to see. I have a ton of them up here in this noggin, so I'm just kind of going in the order that I want to add books to my own TBR. So until next time, may all your future reads be 5 stars. Bye, everyone.